Hi guys, welcome back to A Moment with Amisha. I hope you guys have already watched the first two installments of our Monday Moments with Amisha. The first one being affirmations, and the last one I just did was with eliminating excuses or no excuses. So I hope you guys have checked those two out. If not, I'll link them somewhere that you can find them. And let's get into today's. Alright, so today I want to talk about procrastination. Now this is something that I know many of us struggle with. I struggle with this definitely during my college days. I was like a pro at procrastination, just putting those things off that you know needs to get done right away, but just putting them off and say, oh, I'll get to it. Or, just finding any excuse you can, no excuses, any excuse you can to not have to do whatever it is. So procrastination can really be an obstacle in a person's life. It's definitely one of those things you want to try to get a hold of before it gets too out of hand, and then it can cause, have some really bad consequences or repercussions. So let me give you 6 ways that we can together, because we're in this thing together. Let me give you 6 ways that we can combat procrastination so that we can overcome this and be, get things done on time, so we can really be proactive and productive people. My first suggestion for eliminating procrastination in your life is to create a to-do list. An old-fashioned to-do list. Put that thing at the very top of your list that you know needs to get done and may not get done because you just ain't trying to do it. Put it at the top of your list, followed by, other things that, you have to get done, but not quite so important as number 1. Create a to-do list is definitely a way that you can combat procrastination. I actually do this now. I'm just getting to that point where I don't remember as well as I used to. So it just helps me to keep track of things that I'm supposed to do so that I don't go into procrastinating because I kind of just forgot about it, So create that old-fashioned to-do list. Another thing that I found helpful, number 2, is to finish the hard stuff first. There are many times where, I'm at home and I'm not working and I just want to, I know that I have a lot of cleaning to do and, I got to clean the shower and the bathroom and I have to cook dinner, it's just so much to do, and I was just like, well, I could just pop in a movie and just lay down and watch a movie, but I can't really enjoy myself until I get that done. The hard thing out of those 2 different tasks would be to just go get that bathroom clean. Sometimes I just try not even think about it, just go and do it, get it done, then go make dinner, that's easy. Then I'm done, I can relax. So if you find yourself almost getting that frame of mind, like I'm going to just do this later, just do it. Do the hard stuff first. Do it first, the hard stuff first, and then, get to the other things that's not quite so hard. So that's number 2, is to get the hard stuff out of the way. Alright, my third thing would be to remove your distractions. For those of you who have children, I don't have any of my own, but I remember working, when I worked in the school system with children all around me, it's so very hard to get work done. Even if you have them watching something and it's very, it's very educational and very informative, and you say, okay, while they're watching this, let me take care of this. It was really hard to do that because, you still have to keep your eye on them, and they do something here and you get distracted and you can't do your work. So remove the distractions away from you. Whatever that's going to get in your headspace for you, trying to complete something, remove it. Get yourself in a place or in a zone, whatever it takes to get your work done without being distracted. So yeah, that is definitely a key thing, is to remove the distraction. Another one would be, my 4th one, don't be a perfectionist. A lot of times, and I'm guilty of this too, I may put something off because I'll say, you know what, I don't quite have this thing going right now, so I just won't even worry about doing it because I haven't gotten myself in the right position to do it. We're not perfect anyway. We're imperfect people, so don't worry about trying to get every I dotted and every T crossed, because it doesn't always work out like that. Motivate yourself enough to get it done. Don't worry about being a perfectionist. Do the very best that you can do. Another step would be, I almost said it, was to motivate yourself. Basically, to motivate yourself. Give yourself some incentive for getting this done. And I've done that plenty of times. Oh my goodness, if there's a moment where, especially when I was in college, I was like, okay, if I get this paper typed up and turned in amount of time, I can go to the movies with my friends. I don't have to worry about coming back to the dorm to try to get this paper done. It'll already be done. I can go to the movies, get back to the dorm, and relax. You know, just give yourself some kind of incentive. It can be, you know, procrastinating, trying to get that diet plan together. Or, you know, you're on this diet plan and you know what, if I can stick to my diet Monday through Friday, on Saturday, I'll give myself a cheat day. I can eat whatever I want, you know, in a certain degree without, you know, going over my diet. But, you know, just give yourself some incentives. So if you're dieting Monday through Friday, get it together. On Saturday, you know, you give yourself a little break. It's motivation to not put stuff off. You want to do it right, though, you know, the whole way through. One more I would suggest is to, sometimes we work best, and not all of us. Sometimes we can work best when we're just in a frenzy. I know that has worked for me. When I was during the time that I was teaching, and I'd have lesson plans that were due, and when I tell you, there were moments where, like, you know, it didn't happen often, but there were moments where, you know, my lesson plans were due at 4 o'clock, and here I was at 3:30, and it didn't have anything typed up or written up, and so I had 30 minutes to get this thing, you know, looking good and turned in by 4 o'clock. And when I tell you that time pressure and crunch, I was on that computer typing and thinking and pulling my standards and so, yes, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And let me tell you, I have come up with some of my best lessons in work under intense pressure. Now, I'm not telling you guys to wait to the very last minute to get something done, to feel this time crunch. Otherwise, I'll be promoting procrastination. I'm trying to get you to understand that you can create some kind of timed pressure yourself. You know, take a timer and say, you know, give yourself 15 minutes. I have 15 minutes to get this done. That just creates the pressure, as in, you know, this is the only 15 minutes you got. Get it done within that 15 minutes. After that 15 minutes is over, leave it alone. Go to your next thing on your to-do list. You know, I'm just creating some kind of pressure for you to get something done. I'm not promoting you to wait to the last minute. I was just giving you an example of what a time frenzy looks like. As in my example, I had 30 minutes to get my lesson plan done. That helped me to get it done. I don't suggest doing that all the time, but that is one way that can help you. Some people don't work well under pressure, so if that's not your thing, then pick another step to help you. But I know when I work under pressure, I work really good. Some of my best work comes from just being in a time frenzy. Let's not procrastinate in 2017. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. So there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've learned something. And I hope you will take a moment to, you know, put these steps into action so that they can help you overcome your bouts of procrastination. All right. Thanks for spending a moment with me, guys, and I'll see you later. So.